The University of North Alabama Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
It's the UNA Lions Student Athlete of the Week. This week we're talking with Wes Long of the UNA men's basketball team, but first let's listen to a quick word from our sponsors at Coca-Cola. Welcome back to the UNA Lions Student Athlete of the Week. This week we're talking with Wes Long of the UNA men's basketball team. Wes, you're a senior now. It seems like just yesterday you were a freshman winning GSC Freshman of the Year honors. Talk about how fast has the last 4 years gone?
Oh man, these last 5 years have really flown by. I wish I could go back, and do it all again, but it's really been enjoyable.
What's made your time special here at UNA over the last few years?
It's got to be all the teammates, that I've been able to play with, been able to meet a lot of great guys, and I've been able to play this game with so many fun people.
What's been your best memory so far?
Individually, I've been winning Freshman of the Year. Team-wise, I've been making the NCAA tournament last year.
And now, how long have you played basketball? All the way since you've been a little kid?
Oh, yes, sir. I started about probably 5 years old. Started playing in the first youth league games.
Wes is an education major, and I know this because he's student teaching at Webster Elementary, where my kids go to school. How's that been? How's with your time management, having to work in practice and student teach at the same time?
That was it was very demanding. Working a full-time job basically, and then coming to practice every day. But wouldn't trade it for anything. That was a great experience working with those young kids at Webster, and I'd love to get to do it again.
Now, what do you do when you're not playing basketball? What are some of the hobbies that you have?
I live out in the country. I love to ride four-wheelers. I like to hunt and fish every now and then, and fiddle around with some cattle that we have back home.
See, a lot of people we interview come from overseas in different countries, and it's been a culture shock, but just coming from right down the road in Tennessee, not that much of a culture shock for you.
No, sir. No, sir. I've enjoyed getting to meet those guys from overseas. They really taught me a lot and taught me a lot of different cultural things.
Now, what advice would you give someone coming to college for the first time?
It would have to be, you got to manage your time, and you can't be afraid to ask for help if you need it in classwork and stuff like that, because, coming from high school to college, it's a lot different, and you need to manage your time well.
Now, you said you spent a little bit of time on the farm. One of my questions was, what's something about you that not a lot of people know? Would that be it?
Probably so. My granddad, he owns a dairy farm, and he milks about 100, 115 cows. Twice a day. So that's what I did a lot growing up. I was going up there on the weekends and helping him milk or feed the calves. Something I really enjoy.
What's been your biggest adjustment in college since you've been here?
Probably the size, classes. Coming from a small school in Summertown, about 80 kids per class, and it's a small high school. I mean, I know UNA is not the biggest college in the world, but just being away from home mainly. It's the first time I've lived on my own, and it's been a big difference.
Well, Wes, thanks for your time so much. I'm Shane Herman. This has been the UNA Student Athlete of the Week. We'll see you next week.
The University of North Alabama Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Coca-Cola.